Well, here we are. Back one more time. You're listening to Forward. I'm your host, Paul D. Landrew, with your co-hostess, Minister Marilyn. Hey,
What up?
how you doing? How
Wonderful,
you doing? Is it
wonderful.
well? Is it
Oh,
well?
all is well.
Okay.
All is
okay.
well.
I tell you what, it's been good. It's been good. We've been having a good time this first hour,
Absolutely.
and want to welcome those who are live, coming on and joining us for this last hour. If you're there on Facebook, just simply click the link that's on my page. You should see it, and we should actually be in pretty good shape. You want to bring us up to where we are for these last 50 minutes?
Oh, Dr. Landry, it's been a wonderful, as you said, first hour. We're talking about purpose, and we're talking about finding and discovering our purpose. We're saying that purpose is a continuous discovery, if you will, and that purpose tugs at a place in us that most of us fear sometimes.
Okay.
You know, we said that when there is a deep place. When a deep place of purpose is evidence, the sacrificial requirements of that place puts us in a place where we're hesitant. Sometimes we hesitate on that thing, but it keeps pulling us. It's evident that it's necessary, that it's something that we've been called to. And we looked at John 18 and 37, which was great, and the way you really broke that down, where Jesus talked about, he said, "For this cause I was born, and for this cause I came into the world, that I might bear witness of the truth." And so when we looked at that, we said that the first thing we have to do, we look at what Jesus says, it's three elements here. He says, "For this cause I was born." You said being born is entry. It's entry into the world.
Okay.
And then it says, "For this cause I came into the world." So coming into the world then becomes impact.
Okay.
So first you have to enter, and then there's an impact in the world.
Okay.
And then that I may bear witness of the truth, that there's a standard by which my impact should be made, and that's truth.
Okay.
And so you ask these three questions and saying, are you here?
Okay.
Right? Are you
here?
active?
Mhm.
And are you authentic?
Are you? Exactly.
By what Jesus says in John 18 and 37, he says, look, for this cause I was born. I'm here. I'm there. I made an entry into the world. We made an entry into the world. And that was the thing you said. For a person that wants to know if they have purpose, ask yourself, are you here?
Are you here?
If you're here, then there's purpose.
Are you here?
Are you here?
Okay.
Are you here? And looking at here, you can be here saying existing, but then is your here the right place?
The right here.
Is it the right here? And I understand that I'm born. I understand that I'm here in this world, right? But I've made an entry. But am I in the right here?
Exactly.
Am I in the right place for purpose to take place?
And, and as we talked about that, and we understand that there are so many people who wrestle with this whole notion.
Yes, sir.
They wrestle with it. It literally becomes, for a lot of folks, a place of not only discontentment, but a place of frustration.
Absolutely.
And they're unhappy because they cannot really find why it is that they are here. Most times, and this is what I've discovered, is that since apprehension is such a major part of our lives, that we're skeptical about everything. Most people don't even trust when God has answered that question.
Ooh.
Because, watch this, we are resistant. Okay? We are resistant. We are the people that want to shy away from, okay, that whole notion, really and truly, of, if you will, of understanding, say, look, this can't be it.
Absolutely.
Okay, this can't be it. This can't be what God is calling me to do.
Absolutely.
This can't be the place where I'm supposed to be. And so this whole idea is that we will hang around people, okay, who are filled with potential, but are in the wrong here.
In the wrong here. And that was one of the things we said. Efforts are wasted when they're spent in the wrong here.
Wow.
I mean, you can toil and do a whole lot of stuff in the wrong here.
In the
And
wrong
then
here.
a lot of, like you said, you end up with a lot of frustration. And here's the deal. And then your hesitation increases.
Yes.
Because it's like, well, I've put so much work in this here, not realizing that it was the wrong here, that now I'm hesitant about even looking for the right here.
And see the idea of abandoning the wrong here
Ooh.
and walking away from it becomes difficult simply because now you've expended resources.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so now affinities and affections are tied to resources.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden I'm upset because what am I going to lose? Okay. And it's trying to figure out how do I walk away from that?
Wow.
And how do I leave that? And so it becomes the place where you're just exhausting yourself, and people are exhausting themselves trying to figure out what is it I'm supposed to be doing. And so this idea of being in the right place says this, is that number one, if you had to define your here, if you had to ask that question about here, are you in the right place? Are you in the right here?
Right here.
Okay, because this idea of being in the right here says, because we gave the analogy of seeds.
Absolutely. Help us right
Okay?
there.
We gave the analogy of seeds.
Yes, sir.
And so what we said was, you can take a bag of seeds, and a bag of seeds will remain a bag of seeds as long as it is in a bag of seeds.
Yes, sir.
Because a bag is not the right here for a seed to release what's in it.
Come on.
So the question is, are people listening who are not seeing God do anything major because they're existing in a bag,
In a bag.
existing in an environment that cannot pull from it?
The wrong here.
Okay?
Wow.
You know, but you're around a whole lot of the seeds. You're around a whole lot of
Yes.
people. And what could be more frustrating than being in the company of competence
There you go. There
but
you
have
go.
no results?
No results.
And that's the place where you get a lot of people together that have major potential,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing happens.
Wow.
And the part that I'm discovering because I pay attention to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like these conversations. We don't like to have these discussions because these matters are too, number one, abstract for most people, and number two, they're too difficult.
Uh-huh.
Okay? But here's my thing. If I'm going to get to the next place in God, if I'm going to rise to the next level, I've got to understand some things like he has understood. Because when Jesus said in Luke 18, he said, now look, for this cause I was born, entry. And for this cause I came into the world, impact.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
To be a witness of truth,
Yes.
authenticity,
Yes.
standard.
Yes.
And those who hear my voice will follow me, influence.
Yes.
So that when I'm in the right place, I'm in the place that says I'm here, I'm impactful, I'm authentic, and I'm influential.
Wow.
So why? Who is a person that does not want to be a person of influence,
Mm-hmm.
a person of authenticity, a person, if you will, of impact,
Yes.
in the right place? If you just take it and reverse it,
Uh-huh.
it says that it comes full circle.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we find folk, and we're saying that this whole idea of really trying to be what God has called us to be, it becomes hard. And we find the place because, watch this now, I think one of the other things we said is that the seed bursts forth
Yes, sir.
in the dark, dirty, dingy, damp place.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But remember, the first thing that Jesus said was, he says, I was born.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Born, birth gives the notion of labor. What did we say about labor?
Oh.
Labor is always in the unseen place.
It's always in the unseen place. Always in the unseen place. Says that you will never have impact if you can't survive labor. Never have impact if you can't survive
You
labor.
will never have impact.
And one of the things we said that because there are too many people that are trying to labor in public.
Wow.
But labor is always in the unseen
It's
places.
always in the unseen places. Whenever you get ready to do something, and we even talked about when Jesus was 12 and he had the encounter with his parents, and he had to go back. Well, what happened was is that when they came and got him, he disappeared for 18 years.
Yes.
But he grew in favor.
Come on.
With God and man.
Yes, sir.
So the question is, in the years that we don't peep into his life, things are happening to him.
Ooh.
So it is in the carpenter shop of Joseph. It is under the influence of his earthly parents.
Help us.
That he now becomes a person of favor.
Yes, sir.
With God and man.
Yes, sir.
And so many times people are trying to find favor publicly.
Come
but
on.
Labor happens in the unseen places.
That's good.
Labor happens in the dark places.
That's good.
And so who out there is, if you will, delaying what they could be, what they could become, by trying to labor publicly. Instead of allowing themselves, watch this now, to be taken out of the bag with a whole lot of people that have potential and find, watch this now, their unique place. Okay? Find their unique place. Because the last time I checked, when we were talking about that seed sowing thing,
yes, sir,
that unique place is the place where it's my space.
It's my space.
And the right here feeds me as much as I feed it.
As much as that. Now that was the thing. I definitely wanted to bring that point out, because the here is not only there where I'm feeding, but it's feeding me. It's feeding me. And that great point is that you said earlier, find a hole and become something. Find a hole and become something.
Have you posted that yet?
No, I was gonna let you get your little glory there. Don't and beast it out there. Find a hole and become something.
Wow.
That's the thing. Because a lot of times we get entangled with, if you will, hanging around a crowd of influence and a crowd of possible potential, but there's never an impact because we all just hanging out in the same bag. We don't go anywhere to labor. And my labor, though we're the same seed, or by identity, if you will, by name, but my labor is different.
Wow.
But that's what makes me authentic.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Because here the thing that we really struggle with, this whole notion says, look, that my coming out onto the stage and my blossoming, okay. Sharon said, I'm looking for my hole. that when you come up on this and you said, look, how is it that God really and truly can allow us to just blossom into a place and never require us
come on
to develop out of sight?
That's it.
See, when you look for people who God uses, he brings them out of nowhere.
Ooh. Yeah.
As far as we're thinking, it's nowhere.
It's nowhere.
Okay? And as far as we're looking at it saying, well, this is the nowhere place, this is the place we're going. Well, God is saying, yeah, you know what? I'm bringing you out of nowhere. Okay? I'm bringing you out of this place. But you know what? They just met you.
Absolutely.
But I didn't just meet you.
Absolutely.
And so stop worrying about the people who haven't met you. Just make sure God has met you.
Oh, now that's good. That's good. Stop.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Stop worrying about the people who haven't met you, and just make sure God has met you. Now, I know I'm saying that, allegorically. I'm saying it because God knows all of us. What I'm saying is that when you are known by God, when you are purposed by God, when you are called by God, when you are insured by God, now all of a sudden, it's not about who knows you. He knows me.
He knows me.
He knows my
name. He
knows.
I was fixing. He knows my name.
Okay. He knows and because he knows my name, that's the part that for me, that I'm really excited about because he knows my name.
And that's the thing, Dr. Landry. You know, even when looking at that, when we talked about us being in a bag or being in a pool of people, you understand, hanging around people. You never have an identity. You're just a part of the group.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? In the bag, it's I got a bag of seeds.
Got a bag of seeds.
I got a bag of seeds.
That's it.
And that's it. But then when you're separated from that group for a season, from that bag for a season, and you come forth, then there is, that's Paul. Where did he come from?
Where did he come from? Exactly.
Where did he come from? Because now, watch this. You're now coming into the world.
Wow.
To make impact and bear witness to the truth, the standard of truth of saying, this is the purpose for which I've come.
And that's the thing right there, what people miss. Because if folk would ever understand that when I do show up, I'm not talking about me as in Paul David.
Absolutely.
When they show up ready. That watch this now, your fruit validates you.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Help us today.
It's your fruit, and the challenge is that for most of us, we just don't like the conversation that says, "I've got to get in a hole. I've got to be exposed to the dingy, damp, dark places. You know, I've got to be in places that are really and truly undisclosed and not observed by people." But it is that place where labor happens. It is the place where labor happens.
Absolutely.
Labor happens in the dark places. Labor happens in the places when the seed, the Bible literally says, except the seed falls to the ground and dies, it cannot bring forth what's in it. It's the labor in the dark place. And so my contention is today that there's got to be some people who are saying, I've lived long enough in a bag of seeds. And that's the question.
Wow.
So I want to ask the question, put it out there for the folks who listen. How many bags of seeds are you going to keep living in? How long will you continue to just be in that bag of seeds?
Jesus.
Okay?
Jesus.
And it's not about you trying to be so this or so that or so whatever the case may be, but it's a biblical principle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
It's a biblical principle. The seed dies alone.
Alone. Alone.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
In Luke 18, when Jesus talks back to Pilate, he literally says, I'm in the place and I've called 12 folks to follow me. I've called 12 folks to follow me. And then there's an untold 108 out there.
Yes.
Okay. They pretty much been diligent the whole time. So my little congregation is about 124. Okay. Now, when you get to the place of the reason why you were born and the reason why you called and the reason why you came, rather, it's never a group activity.
Repeat.
Okay. When he gets to that place now, when this is about to manifest, it's never a group activity. I understand that people help you get there. I understand that. But Jesus has to embrace this place. He has to embrace this place. Because he says, this was the cause for which I was born. This was the cause for which I came into the world, to validate, to be a witness to truth, and to be an influence into the lives of those who hear my voice. So here's my question. How many people are going uninfluenced because you refuse to get in the hole and get out the bag?
Get out the bag.
How many people are not getting what it is they need from your life because all they see you is in a bag of lookalikes?
A bag of lookalikes. All y'all look alike.
Everybody. That's everybody.
Everybody. That's them.
That's them.
DEM. That's them.
Everybody.
That's it.
And so this global positioning says that I never have my own GPS address.
Oh,
Huh?
wow.
That I'm at this place and I'm trying to figure this thing out and going like, my God, I'm making the same money as everybody else. I'm having the same effect as everybody else. I'm having the same influence as everybody else. I'm just in the bag. And when do we take this thing and say, look, got to go to another place. Got to go to another level.
Oh, that's good. That's good right
Does
there.
that make sense?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is blessing me real good. Wow.
And that's the part why I'm saying is that if we could ever get past this, and say, God, you know what? I'm ready to do something different.
I'm ready to do something different.
And I can't get it. Watch this now until I get myself in a hole and become something.
I'm ready to be me.
Oops. Yes. Yes. And here's what, and we've been saying this all morning. Not me in the foolishness of my own situation.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No.
It is the fact of you made me something.
Absolutely. I'm talking about the me for the cause I was born and for the
cause
cause I came into this world to bear witness of the truth. That's the me. Introduce. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
And that's the thing about when you come up and you say, look, how do I step into this?
Absolutely.
But here's the deal. And I want to pose this question and just for the folk that'll feedback or chime in. What is a part of your labor that you know you have to do but you've been unwilling to do?
Oh.
Just put that down there. What's a part of your labor that you know you have to do, but up till now you've been unwilling to do? Just somebody chime in on that. Because when I know that what I have to do, but I am unwilling to do, now I've got a whole nother situation.
Wow. That's good.
Now I've got a whole nother situation.
That's good.
Okay, I got a whole other situation because I'm at a place now where it's like, you know what, I'm ready to do something else, but I know I got to do the labor. Okay, I got to do the labor. I've got to do the labor. But what is a part of your labor that you know you have to do, but you have not been willing to do?
Absolutely.
Because for me, you know, I'll be transparent. For me, the part that I had to do was really, it started back in February, whenever that was, calendar.
Change your calendar.
Calendar.
Change your life.
Everybody say calendar.
Change
for
your
me
calendar.
Was the hardest
Change
thing.
your life. Absolutely.
Because you continue to be. Ooh, I just got a revelation.
Help us.
Just got a revelation. Huh. I liked the bag.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus.
That brown bag.
I just feel like I just need to lay on the floor and just wail for a minute because it just hit me in the bed.
Wow.
I like the bag. Because even though I'm a loner, I can hide in the bag. And watch this now. The bag makes you look busy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay? The bag, watch this. And the bag keeps you on people's mind.
Oh.
And the bag makes you look popular. Come on, I can talk about myself. I ain't saying nothing about none of y'all out there. I'm talking about myself. The bag does all of that stuff.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
And so I'm fighting the bag. It just hit me. Just sitting right here. That my issue was the bag.
The bag.
Oh my God.
The bag. The
bag. The bag. Okay, but now
wow.
But now here's the question: is that what about you? What about
Jesus.
you? What are you saying? I got some folks out here said, look, Andre said the bag was comfortable.
Wow.
Okay, he said,
wow.
But he said he's got to study his word and his craft. Now, see that
wow.
right there, that's powerful.
And that's what I'm saying. Be specific.
That's right.
This is going. Whether you type it or not, whether you post it and share it with us or not, with yourself, be specific
and honest.
And honest. And honest.
That's it, because you cannot now Andre said something there.
That's good
we
right there,
got
Dre.
to stop. Watch this now. We got to stop having all of this word knowledge and no practical place to deploy it.
That's it.
We're incompetent in the things of men while we're trying to be competent in the Word of God.
Oh.
But the Word of God finds its greatest impact in the things of men.
Oh my God. That's good right there.
In all things.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Should
Yes,
bring
sir.
glory to God.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Everything that you do it as unto
unto the Lord.
Okay?
As unto the
so
Lord.
you got this whole thing. And so this global positioning says, look, where I am is to say, God, this is the place where I'm going. So he says I got to study my craft. I got to do. Then Terica says there's got to be a commitment of resources.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Selena said researching.
Wow.
Okay. LaShonda said sacrificial giving.
Wow.
So now all of a sudden you got all of this stuff where people are going like, oh my God, are you serious? Absolutely. We're very much serious.
That's good.
Because if I'm going to find my place in the world, I cannot find it in the bag.
I cannot. I will never be positioned globally until I position myself personally.
Wow. Darlene said obedience and clarity.
Wow.
Why? And here's the deal. We're writing it down and we're saying,
Absolutely.
this is my labor.
This is my labor. This is my labor. Oh, I love it.
Ooh,
I love it.
This is my labor. Okay? Because my whole deal is that I want to come out of this thing. I really want to be who God has called me to be. But this is my labor. This is the place where I have to go. This is the thing that I have to do. These are the situations that I've got to come up with. This is what God wants from me.
Wow.
But this is my labor. I've got to be a person that says my labor is in the unseen places.
Wow. Look at Miss Zelda. I've got to stop worrying about what the other seeds in the bag are going to say about me leaving to get in the right
Wow,
space.
now that's good right there.
And that one's good right
That's
there.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because now you are into bag occupant appeal.
Say it again.
Okay.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
You need to put this in. You are into bag occupant appeasement. That's wonderful.
I love it. I love it.
Huh?
I love it.
That's it. And as long as I'm into bag occupant appeasement, here's the thing about it. Nobody's going anywhere. Wow. But the minute that's good. The minute I say that I'm leaving the bag, the first thing I'm worried about is what the other occupants of the bag gonna say. There he go.
There you go.
There you go. Because if I'm into bag occupant appeasement, it's a tough place. It's a tough place.
Wow.
It's a tough place. But when I embrace it, I want to put somebody on the spot. I want you to ask this question here. Somebody said, "Got to get in the Lord's house more." All right, I hear you. I want to ask you this question: if you were not in the bag, where would you be?
Oh, that's for all of you out there.
I'm gonna need some dialogue from the studio. I need to hear from the erudite, efficient, effective. Yeah, all right, all of that stuff we were saying.
Oh my
that
God!
You miss so much.
Wow.
If you were not in the bag, I want to ask that question. If you were not in the bag, where would you be?
A long way from here.
That's an amazing question.
No, seriously. Absolutely.
But now here's the thing about it. Where would we ask that question? Where would you be? Where would you be? Wow. Would you be producing television?
Absolutely.
Because you can do that and preach.
Yes, absolutely.
Because of the creative nature that you have, huh? And watch this. When something we're working on, and I watch you, and you have an eye. You and Will, y'all have eye. Mm-hmm. I look at stuff and I be going like, man, okay, let's roll. You be like, Dave, we can't do that because that right there. I'm like, what? What? I don't see what you're looking at because you have an eye.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing about it is, how frustrated, let me ask you this question. How frustrated is your gift of eye?
Will? I think that.
He's just waiting.
Wow.
So now,
Very.
you're
Very.
it's frustrated.
Yes.
You know why it's frustrating? Let me ask you. Let me just say this to you. Let's just do a public analysis.
Here
of
we
you
go. Look
on
at
the
that.
phone. Yeah.
Just because you want to be all public, I'm in the hole right now. I'm covered up.
But let me tell you. But here's the other thing. The other frustration comes when you see done insufficiently what you know you have the ability to do better.
Now that,
And we're going to help somebody.
Shots fired.
Man down.
do not resuscitate
Huh?
that old doctor. Now that is the thing that just catches you in the jugular. Really, when you know, and you look up and see someone else doing it, like so jacked. Let me just be me, just jacked. It's like, really, and then you're frustrated with the display, and that you can do publicly. But it's that inner part of you that you're frustrated with yourself because you had the capability. Watch this, and the opportunity,
I'm glad you used the old word. I promise you, I was about to hit
and the opportunity,
about to fire one across the table. That's
Okay,
it.
wait a
And
minute.
the opportunity.
and the opportunity.
And you did nothing.
You did nothing. And now you've got to watch someone else that was at least willing to try it, even if they screwed it up. And to them, it looks good sometimes.
But
And here's the deal. And they'll get accolades for it. And then you sitting there salty.
you're less salty.
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 I'm talking about pretzel
I
salty.
said, yeah.
Like, that is nothing. I could have done that. Yes, you could have.
Exactly. But you know what? Here's the thing about it.
Wow.
Now I just got some help here.
Help me.
I just got some help.
I
here.
appreciate it.
Watch this. Watch this. They fulfill their purpose
Wow.
because they function at the level of their competence. And watch this. Their disciples heard their voice.
Ooh.
See, the issue is
Lord.
that, yeah,
Lord.
that's the issue.
Lord.
The issue is that their people heard their voice
Ooh.
and validated their actions.
My God.
You know why they did it? Because you didn't give them an alternative. You didn't give them an option. You kept what you had to yourself.
Lord have mercy.
Now watch this. Here's the other thing about it is, somebody out there now is looking at this and listening to this, and here's your frustration.
Jesus.
Your frustration is you spent time in the hole.
Now there you go. We
You ready to lay out now?
yeah. We
You
need to
spent
take
time
a
in the hole.
break or something.
No, we can't take no break right here. When you go live, you're getting live until you go off.
That's even. I think that even
Jesus.
increases it.
Yes, Lord.
Is when you spent time in the home.
LaShonda said missed opportunities. Because here's my thing. How many times has God put us in the hole? Let us be in the hole. Let us get developed. Only for us to come out and do nothing with
And
the
still
preparation.
do nothing. And still do nothing.
Terica said, I'm frustrated. Can see it and can't touch it or grab it now. I'm overly qualified, but still see it. But see, here's the issue. Now,
Wow.
Terica, this is one thing you got to understand. Most of the times we're given the response that we're overqualified for a position that we're applying for in another person's context. Typically what that means is you have to create a context that's big enough to handle the capabilities that you have.
Wow.
When you keep going to a place asking for an opportunity, and here's the deal, I'll come in and whatever you want to improve myself, that's a noble cause. Not a problem. Question is that how soon will your competence outgrow that context? So the frustration is that you got to come back and do something and come back and say, you know what, I got to go create this context to be able to handle the capabilities that I have.
Wow.
That's a statement right there that just hit me in my gut.
Wow.
That says, look, you all are hooked up with something that can't handle your context.
Oh,
Hello,
Jesus.
okay? It can't handle your context. You hooked up with something that can't handle your context. And watch this. Here's where you're off. Here's where you're off. I'm glad you crossed the table today because I can take my frustration.
Lord have mercy.
Here's where you're off. You're mad at the context.
That's
The
for all the
anger
y'all
should
out
be
there.
directed at you because you're hooked up with a context that can't handle your competence. Wow. It's like trying to put 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound bag
Look
and then
out.
get mad because the bag busts.
Look out. Look out.
Why are you mad at the bag? You should be mad at the decision you made to put the potatoes in the bag. Okay? So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Shots fired.
Man down.
Do
Jeez.
not resuscitate.
Do not resuscitate.
That's the whole thing. So what do we come up with on this?
Jesus.
This becomes very important. This becomes very important. Because what God wants to do is to take us and say, you know what? Stop allowing yourself to not perform to the level to which you were developed in the whole.
Oh my God.
Why do you keep wanting me to dig deep and put you in places where you can grow only to come up? Why do you ask for PhD anointing and come up and do a kindergarten job?
That's not fair.
Huh? Okay. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
That is so true. So very true.
Okay. So what do you do? Did y'all answer my question?
Shoot. They feeling like I'm feeling. Ain't nobody type nothing right now.
Y'all didn't answer my question. I just need one person gonna answer my question. Sister Medina said frustration is emotion.
Oh yeah, she killing us.
Yeah,
she killing us.
keep
She
making
killing
it
us. She
look.
killing us.
My sister, you know you wrong for that. How you gonna bring back?
Man, right.
But
Wow.
I'm asking the question: where would you be? Okay, if you were not in the bag. Lord have mercy.
Jesus.
Okay, and my thing is that the platform that God has given. Okay, I love it, but there's a competence in me that says, you know what? There's an additional platform.
That's it.
It's not that it's greater, but it's broader.
That's it.
Are
That's
you hear
it.
what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it.
And what I've done is I've allowed myself. Watch this. And it's almost like taking a square.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the deal. I can take a square of one size,
Okay.
and that's the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can put a bigger square around it,
Come on.
and I can put a bigger square around it.
Yes.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now watch this. The core platform that God given me is always the centerpiece,
Absolutely.
but I have more distance to walk,
Have more distance to walk.
and that's what we're missing.
That's
so,
it.
So I'm asking somebody to say, now look,
Wow.
what would you be? Where would you be if you were not in the bag? Would you be your own business owner? Would you be over a ministry? Would you be over a nonprofit? Would you be a manager in your corporation? Would you be a vice president? Would you be the president of your organization? Would you be over in city government? Would you be there? Where would you be if you weren't in the bag? See, that's what we're missing. We don't get it to where we can say, you know what? There's a burning that's on the inside of me that if I could just get in a hole and let God develop me, it'll burst.
It'll burst.
I can go through labor. Okay? When you were in school, was that labor?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
You didn't talk to me much about school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You used some of my stuff. But you didn't talk to me much
Hey.
about school.
Hey.
Got the A's over there.
Show you right. Show you right. You was represented.
Yeah, right. But you went through that. You went through this yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And then at the end, when commencement happened, you burst forth to the scene. Now the question is, all that time you spend in school,
here we go.
what you gonna do?
Brother Andre say,
We ain't talking about Andre. But he said, my word and my craft.
wow.
And all of a sudden, it's this thing of your craft.
My.
Because when he said that, that thing got me. That thing got me. Because I'm going like, God, if it's my craft, you know what? Just got convicted again. How much time we got? Just got convicted again.
Let's roll.
What's his head? He said,
Let's roll. No,
okay,
it's good.
okay.
Let's roll.
Here's what we got. When he said that, there's a platform event that's coming up in the near future that I signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the deal. What I heard was simply this. Say, look, you're good with this audience. There's another audience.
Come on.
I want to build a bigger square.
Come on.
So what I need you to do is to go get out the bag,
Get out of the bag.
go get in a hole,
Yes.
which means go sign up for the training
Yes.
to speak to this audience.
Yes.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
That's good.
So now Andre says, look, I got to get in my word, study my word,
Yes.
and study my craft.
Study my craft.
That thing right there will take you to a whole nother place. And then all of a sudden, all this other stuff starts to shrink away, and you discover that everybody in the bag doesn't matter anymore. Because it's just you in the hole.
It's just you in the hole. It's just you in the hole. And that goes back to the statement that purpose is a continuous discovery. But here's the thing though, even when you were saying that, sometimes it takes your bravery or confidence, or even if you're just trying it, to get out of the bag, to give the rest of the seed the courage to get out of the bag.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because if I'm in the bag, if I'm hanging out with my crew in Mississippi,
Right.
and I leave, I just fall off the scene, move to Houston, nobody knows where I am, and I'm laboring. When you see me again,
Right.
you understand? It's
Right.
like, I remember Marilyn when she was in the bag with us.
That's right.
And something happened. You understand? So now I don't necessarily want what she has, but I want to become me. I want to know what my purpose is.
Yes.
So I don't know what she did while during the time, the 12 years, however many years I haven't seen her, but what I do know for sure is she got out of the bag. She left us.
Right. So it's not that I'm trying
You know what I mean?
to get what she got. I'm just trying to get what's for
But
me.
it'll, even just that step will give the rest of the seed, the rest of, as Sharon was talking about, his friends. It would give your friends that are in the bag the courage to at least get out of the bag.
Because for a lot of folk, the bag is safety.
The bag is safety. The bag is the boat.
The bag is a boat. And no matter how tumultuous the seas are, let's drown together.
Let's drown together. Like, nah, man. I'm dog paddle.
You gotta get out of there.
I gotta get out of there.
And this whole notion, this idea, ladies and gentlemen, about global positioning. I just need somebody to get this in your spirit. And you know what I've looked at this, and I've heard one person that was just really, really honest and said, "Don't know, Pastor."
Yeah, I saw that.
Because I've been waiting
Right.
for my where would you be
Right.
if you wasn't in the back.
Right.
And nobody really saying anything. Kind of quiet out there.
She spoke for the
Facebook
bag.
land. She spoke for the bag. Okay. So God never allows empty to exist. Therefore, God is in the whole with us as we grow in His mercy. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He's there.
Absolutely.
He's there with us.
Wow.
Okay? He is there with us. Okay? That's the part that we don't understand. That He is in the hole with us. In that place.
Jesus.
To get where it is we're trying to go. But here's my deal. So now I said, okay, and I was, just being transparent here today.
Right.
So I got to go learn now how to connect to this next audience.
Absolutely.
Because that's the additional place. And a lot of people say, well, you forgot this, you forgot. No.
It's the core.
It's the core.
It's where I started.
That's it. So whether you draw a circle, whether you draw a square, whether you draw a triangle,
it's the
it
core.
Does not matter. It's the core.
I'm not separating myself from. I'm building from that.
I'm building from that.
Absolutely. I'm building from where I start.
Absolutely.
If you step out of the bag, stepping out may be your core.
Absolutely.
Build from that.
Build from that place. That's the part where you come in. And when you have people who are just not understanding that the bag is just not, it's just not the place where you can continue to linger. You just can't.
Wow. That's it. That's good. That's good. I love this.
Okay.
I love this. If we can fashion ourselves to continuously discover our purpose by knowing, are you here? Are you active?
Wow.
Now, are you authentic? Where Jesus says that, for this cause I was born. I've made my entry. Now I've come into the world to make an impact by a standard which is true.
And by operating with a standard that is true, I have influence over the lives of people. That's the part where you're saying, if I get out the bag, it encourages others.
It encourages others to get out.
The bag.
It encourages others to get out. We had that example, even, and I don't mean to put him on blast, but even with Brother Will, just recently.
Yes.
We started getting testimony after testimony. Brother Will, thank you, because now I'm fixing to go do this. And I've been afraid to do this. And I've been scared to do this. But I'm going to try it. And watch this. And then got results.
Results that they never would have gotten. Possibly, especially wouldn't have gotten now.
Not now. Not in our 90 days of favor.
Exactly. You don't hear me. And maybe not ever. If somebody hadn't had the courage to step out and watch God catch your steps.
Oh my God. Come on. I am posting. Step out.
And watch God catch your steps.
And
that
watch.
Thing right there is the part that gets me. Now, that was the Holy Ghost right there. I guess you got to come out. That you got to watch God. You got to watch Him. You got to watch Him catch your steps.
Catch your steps.
Okay?
Wow.
And that's the thing, that when we see Him doing things like this, it takes and put us at a whole nother situation. That if I just got the courage to get out, just step out and watch God catch your steps.
That's good.
That thing right there.
Oh my God.
Place. Summary.
Oh, I did it. No, this has been great. This has been great. If you can find a hole and become something, if we can just do that and stop worrying about the people who you haven't met or who haven't met you, and just make sure that God has met you.
Wow. Don't
let your efforts be wasted being spent in the wrong here. That's it.
When I think about this whole notion of really what God is saying to us,
Jesus,
your summary is right on. Are you here? Are you active? Are you authentic? And are you influential? And you have to ask, that global positioning is really what this is about. I want us to have the courage to have deep conversations.
Yes, sir.
And have a practical look at the Word of God when it comes to leading, guiding, and directing our lives. It's not about just the preachment, but it is about the practicality. It's not about just theological treatises, but it is about leaving with a plan that says this is what I'm supposed to do.
Mm.
And so I want to encourage you today to press until you find that place. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your morning. You've been listening to Forward right here on GospelRadioTalk.com. I am your host, Paul D. Landrew. For our co-hostess, Minister Marilyn Haynes. We're going to see you on tomorrow.